Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel, New UK Beekeeper. So today I'm going to be doing a very quick inspection of my new full colony hive, which I installed yesterday. I say installed, placed yesterday. I don't want to be too long about it, as there was obviously quite a lot of disruption yesterday with them travelling and being cooped up in their boxes for quite a while. So I'm going to keep it very quick. All I'm going to be doing is taking off the mesh from the top, which includes taking all the staples out of the top. I'll be removing the entrance reducer from the front. I'll also be doing a very quick inspection of the frames just to make sure everything looks okay, make sure that I can see a queen, or that there's evidence that there's a queen there. Once I've done that, I'll be putting on the first super, hopefully, as long as all of the brood frames are full. I will also be putting in another frame, another brood frame in there, because there is currently a frame feeder, I think it's called, in there, well, which isn't needed now, so that's going to come out. I'm going to put another frame in there and put it all back together again and leave it until next week. So hopefully it shouldn't take too long, and I'll go and get the smoker sorted now. Back in a minute. Okay, so let's see if this works first time. So I'll start with paper. Initially, I want to get a bit of wood in first, so that some of the wood can catch. Good amount of smoke coming out of that. I was advised when I did this to put in as much as possible, so that there's no chance of it going out, or little chance of it going out during an inspection, so that's what I do. And if you saw the video yesterday, you saw that I put grass into the chimney, so that any unused fuel in there could be reused. I think that will do. Smoker complete. Okay, so let's take off the lid first. Crown board. A little bit of brace comb on there. Also a mummified ant by the looks of it. How strange. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cut this banding first. I think what I'll do is just give them a bit of a smoke. Throw that over there. handily I have a staple remover. The wife has a staple remover, so hopefully this will make it quite easy. Just give them a little bit of a smoke. Okay, so the first thing I'll do is remove the frame feeder. Make sure the queen isn't on there. One piece of wood that just fell out was the little piece of wood that was inside the feeder to help them stay afloat so they don't drown. But there's obviously no solution, no syrup left in there now, so okay, that's fine. There's no queen left in there. What I'll do, actually, just knock these bees. There's quite a few bees actually inside here, so I'll just knock them down and shake them out. I'll just place this down there for now. Along with a piece of wood. Okay, so I'm going to do a very, very quick inspection of the frames just to make sure that they're all okay. Hopefully be able to see the queen. This side's a little bit mangled actually from where the frame feeder was and where it just rubbed against it as I pulled it out. It was obviously a little bit too close, but effectively it's full of nectar on that side, all uncapped. There's nothing in this side, so that's uncapped honey or nectar. That side is pretty much empty. You can see where the comb there is slightly battered from where I've just pulled out the frame feeder. They are very calm though, which is nice. So another frame that is empty on this side. Empty on that side. Just show you there. There's nothing in there at all. Just drawn comb. This one feels a little heavier. Capped brood and some larvae. larvae on this side as well. More capped brood, a few drones, more capped brood on this side. Capped brood, some drone cells on there, some drone cells at the top also. So you can see the drone cells up towards the top there, and then up on this side up here, drone cells, and a little queen cup there as well actually. Let's just check in there. No queen, no, there's no eggs in there. Another little queen cup just there. Nothing in there. So happy with that. Lots of larvae on this side, so I'm assuming I'm getting closer to the queen now. Yeah, lots of smoke. Some drone cells on there as well. Oh, that's quite bizarre actually. Down towards the bottom here, there are some large larvae, which I'm assuming they're drone larvae, but not quite sure why they're uncapped like that. That's very strange. I haven't seen that on any videos on YouTube before, so I don't really know what's going on in there. No queen on here though. I'm getting a little bit angry now. Just give them a little bit more. A little bit more smoke. Okay, so there's the queen, yellow for 2017. assuming there's eggs in here. Very difficult to tell. So I'm not too concerned. I can't see eggs because I just can't see them yet. More capped brood. More capped brood. Bees all festooning down the bottom there. This is empty. I've got a very angry bee buzzing away at my head here. Okay. This one feels pretty full. So, a mixture of brood and stores in here. Happy with all that though. I'm not going to put these back now because they're obviously not very happy with me being in here. It has been a stressful day or two for them. A bit more of a smoke. Just push these together. First sting right in the wrist. They are not happy. Okay, so let's get its frame in. That sting is really starting to hurt now. Okay, so actually I'm going to put this one in between to encourage them to draw it out. Oh, right on the wrist that was. Okay, so I'm going to put the crown, the queen excluder on here now. The super, which has all of the, let's move a little bit closer so you can see, so that's, unfortunately again I've only bought 10 super frames, so I'm just waiting for some more to come in the post, and I'll put a few more in, or a couple more in, maybe one more in plus a dummy board in once they arrive. So I'll just quickly rearrange these now. I'll leave those like that. And I think go down. Just scrape this off here. Back on, lid back on. I am done. Okay, so that was a little bit more interesting than I was expecting. So obviously I got stung for the first time. Not an issue. It wasn't really that painful, not as painful as I thought it would be, certainly. I think because I was wearing the nitrile gloves, they protected me slightly from the sting going all the way in. It did obviously go in though, because I do have the sting mark there, but it wasn't as painful as I thought it would be. So you know what, I'm actually quite pleased I got stung, because it's just shown me that actually it's not that bad. Obviously I don't want to get stung because it means the bee dies, which is not great. I don't want any pain at all, but it's nice to know that the pain isn't that great. But yeah, no issues at all really. So all in all, I'm happy with the colony. There was certainly 8 frames that are completely full there of brood and honey, pollen, so everything that they need. There's 2 frames in there which are all drawn out, but there's no stores in there. Possibly 3 actually. So that is a little bit disappointing actually. I was expecting 10 frames that were full of either honey or brood. So there is only really 7 to 8 frames possibly that have brood and stores in them. I mean, BS Honeybees do say that they provide a minimum of 8, and there are 8 that are full in there ish. But I was just expecting more for the time of year, for what I was told. I was expecting them all to be full basically, but I'm not too concerned. The bees look all good. There's a good number in there. There's lots of brood in there. All the combs, all the frames in there are drawn out, other than the one that I've just put in there. I've also put the super on top, so hopefully in the next week they'll start to draw that out as well and start to store some honey in there, and maybe we might even get some honey at the end of the year. But you know what, I'm not actually too concerned about that. My main concern is just making sure that both of these hives, both this hive, which is my second hive, and this hive here, which is my first hive, which was the nuke colony which I installed last week, as long as they can be strong enough to get through the winter, that is my main concern this year. So all in all, I'm very happy for my first inspection. Yeah, and that's it really. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to be notified whenever a new video gets uploaded, and please do like the video if you did like it. I would really appreciate that. Yeah, so that's all for now. So back in a week's time, either Saturday or Sunday, depending on the weather, for the next full inspection of each hive. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.